You started making your career as a
Yeah.
cinematographer and then changed your role to a director. So
Yeah.
what's the journey?
It was the appendix that made it all happen. The career is thanks to the appendix. I got a call from Monozygotic, which was Raghu and Rajiv's company together.
Okay.
And he said, will you DP this sci-fi idea we are working on? And I said, okay. And me and my chief assistant were meant to shoot an ad in the morning. And at night, we were supposed to start the first pilot episode of A.I.SHA. But on the way from there to the A.I.SHA set, I had a terrible stomach ache. So Vivian deposited me at a hospital and went to the shoot and started lighting. An hour later, they asked if I can come. And I said, no, send someone with a car. They need to take me to a proper hospital. और उन्होंने saline चढ़ा दिया था बस कि ये सुसु करेगा और घर जाएगा. He'll be fine. But then there were two assistants at that point, Shatrunjay and Vivian. And I think Shatrunjay came back. He picked me up. He took me home. I climbed up, got to the house, couldn't even get to the bedroom. My wife was like, do you want to go to the hospital? I said, yes. Meanwhile, Vivian was lighting and calling what to do. I was like, Vivian, I don't know. At this point, frankly, I don't care. And my wife took me to Kokila then and we discovered that my appendix was about to burst. So I went into the operation theatre and obviously Raghu Rajiv could not blame me for not being present on their set. Fortunately, they are not what they look like on the roadies show. They are understanding human beings. And this happened and they shot the pilot and I was like, okay, great sci-fi show, but an opportunity lost. But Ari watched the show, you digital at that point, and Ronnie watched the show and said, no, we are not doing this show. The pilot is not good. And I think 3 months later, Rishabh called and said, last time you fell ill, but now you don't have an appendix. So will you shoot? And at that point, I was working a lot with Javed. And I was directing all of them. And I remember Rajiv and Rishabh showed up and said, why won't you DP? And I said, because I will DP if I'm directing. I don't know what possessed Rajiv. And he said, okay, fine, you do it. And the rest is history. After that, wow, I've been directing since.
The appendix did the job.
The appendix did the job.
Yeah.
It was the appendix that made it all happen.